Guys, do you know how long it took me to film this video? A week and a half. Yeah, I'm not kidding. I have been filming this video for a week and a half, maybe even longer. And do you think that this video looks like a video that took someone this long to make? Of course it doesn't. It actually looks like a normal video that I usually make and am able to complete until 3 hours. So why did this one take me such a long time to prepare? Well, the answer is simple. I have been planning to prepare it the whole week. We all know this. We want to do something. Maybe start a new project, film a YouTube video, maybe, start a business, or even just the small things like do something in our apartment, go study for a test, do some exercise. Those are all of those little and bigger things in our lives that we want to do. But before we do them, we of course have to prepare for them, right? You can't just make a video, start a business, study, or even just go for a run without research, buying the stuff you need, and last but not least, replaying the scenarios that could happen while you're doing the activity in your head. It's impossible to just go study without those perfect highlighters that you have just seen on TikTok, or to go for a run without those perfect running shoes that you have just seen on your favorite YouTuber's channel. That's what I thought before making this video. For me, the one thing that had to be perfect was the angle. If you look at my past videos, I have tried many different angles throughout this channel's history. You might know the window angle, you might know this angle, even the wide shot that I used in the last one, and none of those were good enough. I always found something that was just driving me crazy about that specific angle, and I just had to look for a different one. And last week, I just got so obsessed about finding the right angle. I told myself in the new video, I will finally use the perfect angle that I'll find tomorrow. So I tried to find it tomorrow. Didn't work. So I tried to find it the day after tomorrow. Still couldn't find it. All in all, I kept trying to find it for a whole week. Yeah, I've been rotating my phone, placing it on different places. I've done some crazy gymnastics around here because I was trying to hang a blanket onto two shelves because, well, I thought that I could make a background out of blanket. Didn't work out. So it all obviously included cleaning so many different parts of my space in this room, and suddenly a week has passed and I still have not found a single angle that was perfect for me. And moreover, I have missed a posting day. That's the reason why I have not posted a video last week, because I was rotating my phone and trying to find a right angle. Yeah, I can't even speak from the amount of madness I feel right now. But posting days are kind of sacred to me. They're unbreakable. Or they can be broken, but only if I have a good reason. Maybe I'm traveling, maybe I have a hard time at school. At those times, I know that YouTube must go to the background and the important things are going to the foreground and I must focus on them. But this was not the case. I was dealing with YouTube for the past week. There was just nothing coming out of it. And so at that point, I just knew I had to do something. I had to change something, or I will not ever post any video. And so I did the easiest change I could have done, and that was to get back to this basic angle. The one that I've been using for so long. I only actually upgraded it a bit, and it's that I added this wooden square on which my phone is standing, so it is a bit more stable and much easier to set up. But that was it. that was what I was trying to get for the past week. Crazy, right? Okay, so now I finally had the perfect angle, but I still didn't have the video. And moreover, I didn't even have the topic of the video I want to shoot. And at that point, I was just frustrated. And I was so disappointed. And I was also feeling so disappointed with myself because I didn't post a video and I was not able to make a new one. So I just set myself a timer, a short 15-minute timer in which I had a single goal: come up with a video title and topic. And voila, if you go to the title part, you will see the exact title that I came up with in those 15 minutes. Seeing that this practice worked, I set myself another timer. And again, I think I have found out that the Pomodoro method actually works because in 15 minutes, I was able to write a script that I wasn't able to finish in 1 week. So overall, I did all of the work that at the beginning was taking me a week in under an hour. At that point, I felt angry, honestly, because I've been trying to do this one thing for so freaking long. And suddenly, when I pushed myself to do it, I managed to do it so quickly. I could have done so many different things, and the worst part is that it was all my fault. I have willingly procrastinated with preparing myself for shooting the video instead of actually doing it. I willingly didn't push myself enough because I knew that the 15-minute method worked for me, but somehow I have never used it. So, this is probably the one thing I want to share in this video, and it's that don't go through the same journey that I did because it's not worth it. Like putting off that one thing that is ahead of you that you should do. You know you should do it, but you just can't really force yourself to do it, and you're saying that you're preparing for that, but in reality you're not. Please just do it. Set that timer. Find, if you want, find a Pomodoro video on YouTube, but I would rather if you just took your phone, set there the timer for 20 minutes and just got to work, because that is actually the fastest, least harmful, and easiest way to get it done. And I can tell you, it won't be perfect. This video is not perfect, yet it took me a week. Why? Because by preparing to do something, you're not improving. You'll improve only if you try. So try to do the thing that you've been putting off. Guys, actually, I'm curious. What is the thing that you've been putting off? Please write it in the comments down below. And after that, watch this video that you can see on the screen. It was picked just for you and it's perfect. You'll love it. So, see you there.